So we're here at lesson number 1, which will be life itinerary. Now, we all know what a travel itinerary is because we've taken trips, we've planned trips, and we know that we want to stay to a schedule because we've never been in this particular place, right? So we need this guide to help us navigate through this unknown territory or land. A life itinerary is used in the same exact way, except what we're navigating is the trip through life, right? Our journey. So we want to plan out different elements of checkpoints to once we get to those, we can look back, right? And we can say, yes, that's, I'm where I'm supposed to be. This is where I want to go next. So keep in mind, you don't have to have it specifically planned out. Of course, if you can, that's much easier for you because now everything will just fill in a lot better. But if not, just take the time to, have in mind different elements of where you want to be in, let's say 1 year, 3 year, 5 years, and think of the skills that you're good at and what you love and your passion. And then that's how you'll create your life itinerary. And so the first element of starting your life itinerary is really thinking about what you're willing to give in order to receive everything that you would list on your life itinerary. So as an example, in my journal, I wrote down that I'm willing to give information, right? Whenever I come across someone who is, whether they're a photographer or an athlete or a writer, if they have something that they're stuck on, right? I just like to help walk them through, share different ideas to where they'll say, oh yeah, I never thought about that. So that's what I've committed to giving. And in return, I know that I will receive what I put on my life itinerary simply because that's just how the world, the universe, works. And so we have to be very, very, very focused and pay attention to detail with what we put out, right? Because that determines exactly what we get back. So just keep that in mind that you want to first think about what you're willing to give. We can't just be, focused on what we want to receive and take, right? We want to give to receive. And so the second element is to then map out where you want to be in the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years and 10 years, just to have an idea of what you truly want. And this is something that may not take 1 day, 1 week, or maybe even 1 year, right? Through different experiences and allowing yourself to be open to possibilities, you will figure out where you want to be and in which direction you want to go. And so this life itinerary will just be the template and the guide to help us maximize our journey and reach our full potential. And the third element is you want to try to find a accountability partner, right? Someone who also wants to create a life itinerary. That way you're able to share this experience with someone else, which will make it a lot easier when you're mapping this out, right? Especially if it's your partner, if you're in a relationship, or a very close friend or family member, because they will have your best interests at heart and they won't allow you to, dream small. Because remember, we're here to 14x our life. So the life itinerary should reflect that. You shouldn't put down something that you can accomplish, because then you're just cheating yourself, right? We want to put things that seem impossible, that if we shared it with someone, they would think we were crazy, right? That's how our life itinerary, it should be filled with many of these different elements. Because remember, if we have 14 different elements that would just wow us, imagine if you only hit one. Would you still be happy? I think you would. So instead of you making, small goals that you'll hit, at the end of it, you're not going to feel fulfilled because you cheated yourself. So remember, the life itinerary is a pledge you're making to yourself and to whatever higher power that you believe in order to attract that into your life. So that's pretty much everything that goes into the life itinerary. And we just want to make sure we have at least one journal. I personally use I have 6 journals. They're all different. You know, one is for a book that I'm actually writing. Another one is just for my daily thoughts. But just having one journal is very important so you can track and keep progress of what you're doing based on what you've committed to your life itinerary. And so if you have any questions, you know, reach out to me on Instagram or DM, email, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll discuss how to reverse engineer the path that we want to take. See you in the next video.